Hey guys, today I would like to program a prime numbers program. Prime numbers are the numbers that can be divided by itself and by 1. So first 5 are 2, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Let me start a new project. Java application. I'm using NetBeans again. Let's call it prime numbers. Let's see. Okay, it's here. I hate those comments that NetBeans add. Always delete it. Okay, I'll try to type as usual as fast as I can, but if you're in a rush, just skip to the end and look at the final source code. Okay, we have package, public class, and we'll need to import some libraries, actually just one. For scanner, we'll use scanner for to input some values, like how many numbers we would like to see, how many numbers of prime numbers we would like to see. Okay, import. It's really hard to talk and to type. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Scanner, semicolon. Prime numbers actually is one of the most popular questions on interviews. That's why I was interested to see and to learn how to program it really fast. And I'm always trying to do it in a easiest and fastest way. Okay, we have integer I, j for our for loops for outside and inside one. Divisor will check if number can be divided by a certain amount of integers. Okay, it will make sense a little bit later. But our divisor will start from 3 because we're not gonna do extra work. That's why we'll just print out the first number, which is 2, and that's a first prime number, so we don't need to check what is the first number. We'll just print it out. Okay. And we'll start to divide from 3. Let's put some output for user, which says, hey, system.out.println. Okay, which says, hey, how many numbers would you like to see? Literally, how many prime numbers? Like, and after that we need our scanner. I will call my scanner prime n, the same as our class. Not necessarily we need to do that. Let's call it prime numbers. Prime numbers. That's just a syntax for using scanner. I keep forgetting it all the time. In, close it, and then what we get here in scanner is how many numbers we'd like to see, and I'll declare another variable, integer how many, and we'll assign it to prime numbers, next integer. That's how you create an array of, usually if you want to create an array of integers using scanner, you use this, next integer for integers, next line for strings. Yeah, next line. Okay, we'll get the value, and now another output statement to just show those numbers. I'll just copy and paste it. So, hey, here's your numbers, or the numbers you requested. Good. Okay, we'll check how many numbers the user wants to see. If it's more or equal to 1, for sure we'll have number 2. Number 2 is the first prime number. Okay, we need if statement for that. If how many? It's actually greater or equal to 1. Then the output is here. In output we'll have number 2 right away. Then we need our for loop statements, and we'll have 2 for loop statements. I equals to not 0. Here we'll have I equals to 2, and I'll use a debug statements to show why we need I equals to 2. Okay. While it's still less than how many. I hope you know how to use debugger. You can check with a debugger really ineffective way what it prints within each line. Okay, here our inside loop, and we'll have j equals to 2 again, and we for loop we don't increment it yet because we will need it later in a particular condition. While j is less than divisor, which is 3. So first time we'll enter this loop and we'll go through only one time. Okay, where's my cursor? Increment j. Here we'll need 2 if statements. First, actually for inside first for loop we'll need only one if statement. We'll have to check divisor remainder. I hope you know this modulo sign. So if divisor divided by j has a remainder, I mean if it doesn't have a remainder, which means we can divide this number by something, then we just exit the inside loop, the inner loop. Okay, I just need curly braces for this inside thingy. Okay, and now we are in outside for loop statement, and we have one if condition here. So if j equals to divisor, which means that it was divisible with the remainder. Now it equals to divisor, then it's a prime number, and we need to print it out. Divisor, in this case it's 3, and we'll need a white space to separate all those values that we get. And only here we increment our I, because only when we found the prime number which is not divisible without remainder, then we can increment our I statement and we can go to the next value in outside for loop. Here we increment our divisor. Now it's 4. And I'll just print out the white space, like a new line, so it looks better. And we'll check if it works in 1 second, which is right now. Okay, let's run it. How many prime numbers you'd like to see? Okay, let's start with 3 numbers, 2, 3, and 5. Okay. Why it prints a new line all the time? Oh, actually, yeah. Right here, we'll just do print, so it doesn't start with the new line all the time, and it will print them with the white space only. Let's test it one more time, and this time we'll find. Let's do 7 prime numbers. Oh, it still prints the new line after 2 because yeah, I used print line there too. Okay, let's try to test it again. 15 numbers. Good. Does it look like prime numbers? 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. Yeah, looks good for me. Okay. Now, I don't really remember how to use debugger in this thingy, but I'll just use print out statements to see what j and I values are. When we go through the loop. So here we print I here is, and we print I. Here we'll print j. J here and j. And we can print divisor too. So divisor. Yeah, I'll just print divisor. Woo! For those things, I will use print new line. Let's see how it looks like now with those statements. You can use them instead of debugger, as long as it's not a big code. Oh, double L. No, don't run it. Let's see. I'd like to see 3 numbers. Oh, not here. Let's go to console. Okay. Now we can see the steps it makes. Numbers you requested. 2 is it prints automatically in the beginning because it's our first prime number. And I here is equal to 2. Then divisor is 3 because that's how we initialized it. J is equals to 2, so we go to inside for loop statement here. Then 3 because we found the second prime number. How we did it? Because we checked. If j equals to 2 and less than divisor, which is 3, increment j gets equal to 3, and j is not which is 2 is not divisible by 3 is not divisible by 2 without remainder. We'll exit the for loop statement here and we'll go to if j equals to divisor. After we go out of for loop, j equals to 3, which equals to divisor, which is 3 as well, and we'll print our second prime number, which is 3. And when we print out our second prime number, we increment I, and I was 2 before, now it is 3. And we increment divisor, divisor is 4 now, which is right here. So divisor is 4. Hey, it actually goes to j again. Why? Oh no. Oh yeah, I equals to 3. It's alright, it's alright. We found second prime number, then we go to outside for loop statement. I equals to 3, divisor 4, j is 2 because we entered j loop again, and it's always number 2. And so here checks j here is 2. Is divisor 4 divisible by j, which is 4 divisible by 2, right? It's divisible. Exit the for loop statement. We'll exit it. If j equals to divisor, nope, it's not. It's not equal. We don't go here. We increment divisor, which is now 5, and we don't increment I, which means we go to I is still 3. We print it here, I equals to 3, divisor equals 5. We enter the j, which is inner for loop statement, and j is 2. Then 2 here, j is 2. Actually, we incremented here, and now j is 3, but it's still 5 is not divisible by j. And we break out of the inner loop. We don't go here because 3 doesn't equal to 5. And we increment it until j equals to 5. When j equals to 5, we print out our third prime number, which is 5. Only after that, we increment I, which is now 4. But we don't go inside here because we asked only 3 prime numbers, and I equals to 4 doesn't equal to 3. We don't enter this loop, we're done. Yep, good to go. How to exit here? I just got a new laptop, so I'm actually looking for a way to get out. Sorry. No, that didn't work. Oopsie, oopsie. Function end, control end. Oh.